Hi, I'm Jeff Brand, business coach from Art of Mind and You'll Coach. This is the first video in a series called Mind Hacks. Mind hacks are psychological tricks that you can use to improve your thinking or perception. Today's happiness hack is called Mind the Expectation Gap. You will have noticed that although everybody has challenges in life, some people are bowled over and brought down by their problems, while other people just shrug off their misfortunes and carry on. So where does this inner strength come from? It comes from a piece of ancient wisdom that Seneca described well when he said, "No one is crushed by fortune, but is not first deceived by her." What he means by this is that you're only crushed by bad luck when you don't expect it. Thanks to modern psychology, we now have a clearer and deeper understanding of this, and we call it the expectation gap. What the expectation gap means is that your happiness is the difference between what you expect and what you receive. So if you expect something amazing and what you achieve is just so-so, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to have a negative expectation gap. But if you expect something average and you get something a little bit above average, then you're going to be happy. Try this thought experiment. Imagine that I'm telling you that as a thank you for watching my video, I'm going to buy you a slice of cheesecake. I just called your local bakery. They're delivering it right now. It's going to be at your door in a few seconds. How do you feel? You feel happy, right? Free cake. Amazing. Now imagine that you get this cake through slightly different means. You went to a takeout counter or a drive-through and you ordered a meal and you ordered some cake with your meal. Now you come home, you open up this bag of food, and there it is. It's the exact same piece of cheesecake, except that you clearly ordered chocolate cake. Now how do you feel? Disappointed, right? Maybe even angry because they messed up your order. But the cake hasn't changed. You could just appreciate it for what it is rather than comparing it to what you had expected. Whether you choose to enjoy the cake or be disappointed by it is all in your head. Now that you understand this psychological quirk, you can use it to your own advantage to manage your perception and improve your emotional well-being. There's just a few techniques that you need to know. Let me begin by telling you what not to do. Do not just lower your expectations. This is the advice that a lot of people, even some experts, give. And there's a certain logic to thinking that if your expectations are always at rock bottom, you'll always be pleasantly surprised by what happens to you. But there's also some problems with this. The first problem is that lowering your expectations reduces your ambition. You always want to do your best in life and achieve your full potential. And you're not going to do that if you're always aiming low. The second problem is that low expectations inhibit hope. Hope is the belief that you can have something better in life. It means maintaining an open space for progress and improvement. And if you always have low expectations, then you're not going to have hope for the future. So how do you manage your expectations to maintain emotional peace, stay ambitious, and preserve the space for hope in your life? There's three things that you need to do. Number one, see all the possibilities. Instead of fixating on just one outcome of the events in your life, imagine all of the possible outcomes that could occur. The best possible outcome, the worst, and everything in between. So if things don't work out for you, it's not going to be a shock. Two, have a backup plan. Now that you've imagined all of the possible outcomes that could occur and some of the bad outcomes that you want to avoid, take a minute to imagine a backup plan that you can use if things don't go your way. Because one of the worst feelings that you can have is the feeling of powerlessness. But if you have a backup plan and things don't go your way, then you just change paths, adapt to your new reality, and most importantly, you stay in a state of progress and activity. It doesn't need to be a detailed plan. Just make sure that you have some kind of idea in your head about how you can deal with unwanted events and disappointment. And 3, focus on the means and not the results. Because managing expectations isn't only about what you expect, it also has a lot to do with what you focus your attention on. For example, imagine that you're applying for a job. So you send out your resume and your cover letter, and now you're waiting. It's normal to think about your application and to want to receive a positive response. But do you A, sit by the phone and wait for it to ring and check your email every 5 minutes, or do you B, recognize that you've done everything you can and so go off and spend your time on other productive things? The emotionally stable person is person B, because even though both of these people want a positive response and a call back for a job interview, person B has other things to occupy their mind, and if things don't go their way, they have other things that they can fall back on. So don't focus your mental energy on the end result that you want. Focus it on all of the activities that you can do to get you to that result. Concern yourself only with the things that are within your control. So in summary, remember that happiness is not about what you objectively have in your life, it's about how you subjectively perceive the things in your life. Happiness is the difference between what you expect and the result that you achieve, and you can use this to your benefit by 1, always taking a moment to imagine the full range of possible outcomes that could happen to you. 2, being ready for adversity by having a backup plan. And 3, by focusing your attention on concrete activities that you can do and on things that are within your control. This will help you to stay emotionally stable and in a state of action, not reaction, and most importantly, it gives you the mental technique to shoot for greatness while staying ambitious and maintaining an open space for hope in your life. If you know someone that could lead a happier life by learning to manage their expectations, then please share this video with them. I'm Jeff Brown, business coach from Art of Mind and You'll Coach, and this was the first ever video in the Mind Hack series. If you appreciate this video, then please subscribe to the Art of Mind channel, like us on Facebook, and help me to produce more content like this by supporting me on Patreon. If you'd like to improve your personal performance or your business results, then visit the Art of Mind website for more information or to use our free apps. And when it comes to your expectations, mind the gap.